Alright, hello everybody. Today we're gonna be looking at some vintage menus. I don't know, I thought it was really cool. I like to look at weird old stuff. So, let's just look at some old menus. Anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so this first one's from 1971, the Grand Central Oyster Bar menu. And those prices are very nice. I wish food still costs that much. It would be cheap to go out to eat, and I would like that because the meal prep that I make looks worse than dog food 90% of the time. Because I am bad at cooking. I wish it was that cheap to go out to eat. Question: why are old menus organized this way? Well, this one's from the 1800s, so I think it was probably the way that they had to print it, uh, to get everything to work on like a press or whatever. I think that might be the reason. Or we could go with the goofy answer and go because it's cool. It looks funny and it is cool. He's in Fredericksburg, Virginia in 1978. The 99-cent lunch special? That sounds very good. But in Fredericksburg, I wonder if Fredericksburg was just as disgusting then as it is now. Because Fredericksburg is a pretty disgusting place to go to. I went there once to go see possums. They have a cool possum place where you could go hang out with possums, and they have like a gift shop and stuff. And so I went to go hang out with the possums, but other than that, Fredericksburg is pretty disgusting. But those prices are not. So I don't know. I wonder if Fredericksburg was as disgusting back then. So it may have been better. Whatever. Or the East Coast Railway. Now, I love how on this menu, those numbers in bold, those aren't in dollars. Those are in cents. Now, when the number's in bold, it's in dollars. They have meal items, entrees, for 40 cents. I would go back to Florida if food was 40 cents. I really hated Florida, but I'd go back for 40-cent entrees. The grand opening of a Dairy Queen shop in 1940. That's insane. I wish ice cream was that cheap. A 1-cent cone. And it was probably good ice cream too. Dairy Queen doesn't taste very good. It tastes like really fake. It tastes like I don't know, like if you had to put glue or something in it to make it like that shape or something, because I don't know, it doesn't taste like food. It it doesn't even just taste like sugar. It's just bad. It was probably real ice cream then too. It was cheap and real ice cream. I mean, how much better can you get? Cheap and real ice cream. Oh, it's a Halloween menu from 1944 on United Airlines. That's so cool. Look at I mean, it's so creative and it's cool that they did that without like a computer and all that. It's like I love computers. They made everything easy, but I feel like you had to be like more creative when you didn't have a computer, you know? And I think that's just really creative. Like it's not like the greatest thing I've ever seen on the planet, but like with like the technology that they had at the time, that is really cool. I like that. And the font is cool. And the graphics are really nice. I mean, I, I I've seen worse graphics designed by computers. I mean, between the AI generated slop and whatever the heck my thumbnails are, I I don't know. I mean, I think that's really cool and creative, and you know, it's cool, and I like it. Oh, a breakfast menu. I don't know why, but I really like the font that they used to use at these like breakfast places. I don't know. It's like that like kind of pseudo cursive. I I don't really know because it's not like really cursive, but it kind of is. I don't know. I just always found it like to be like a really cool font, and sometimes like you go to these places like in the middle of nowhere, and they still have like I mean obviously they're like modern prices, but they have these like kind of legacy looking menus, and I I always just think they're so cool, you know. Like I feel like everything these days is like really flat and it doesn't really have a lot of meaning. Like look at that font. Don't tell me that that font isn't cool. And like it's awesome, you know. It's a cool font. And I think we need to bring back cool fonts. I want to write essays in Comic Sans and submit them and have them be considered proper academic writing. Sonic Drive-In. Well, I find Sonic to be one of the worst fast food restaurants. I do not take questions and I do not take opinions. Uh, so I don't even think I would pay prices that are in the cents to go to Sonic. I think you would have to pay me to go to Sonic. I think that is how terrible Sonic is. But that is very cheap. Maybe I would eat at Sonic for that. But I don't know. I still think you would have to pay me to eat at a Sonic. Oh, I think I just like this menu because I like the little cat and the little bat graphic. I think that is very cool. That looks like one of those places. I feel like that's the type of place that like you stop on like a road trip and it's like one of those one-off places and you're there kind of late at night and you're just like eating really terrible breakfast food, but it's like kind of part of the experience and because of that you kind of just like appreciate it a little bit. I don't know. I took a lot of road trips, I remember. I like road trips and I always like will stop at like a little in the middle of nowhere like diner and like it's always awesome because everyone's always friendly. You don't even know how they got there because like there was nothing for miles around. They're always so nice. They're so friendly. You can always get breakfast. I love breakfast. And it's okay that you eat bad because you're on a road trip. And I think that is the best part. The omelet shop. I have to say, their mascot scares me. Uh, I don't like him. He's staring into my soul, and I feel like he is trying to eat it. But granted, I am there to eat an omelet if one were to go to the omelet shop, and he is an omelet, so maybe he has every right to eat my soul. But I feel like he would eat your soul. I don't know. I don't know. It's the omelet shop. And they spell shop with an E. That's a goofy way to spell shop. It's SHOP. Why do you need an extra P and an E? It's a shoppy. Omelet shoppy. Like, who needs that? That's pretentious. It's shop. SHOP. And I've never been good at spelling, or at least I've been told, so whatever. Okay, well, I think that's gonna be all for today's video. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe. Have a good day or don't. I don't know. I don't know your life. Bye.